Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is my June update. I'm just barely squeezing it in. It is like 9:30 on June the 28th. I have some fun news, a fun update, and lots of stuff to show. I do have notes, but I feel like this is not going to be a very organized conversation that we're going to have. I feel like I'm just going to be rambling. So let's get started. Eventually we'll get to the cross-stitch stuff. But the first thing, the fun news, at the beginning of June, the first full week of June, I was at a conference in National Harbor, Maryland, which is just on the other side of DC. My sister lives on the Virginia side of DC, so I went for the conference, but I also went to visit her. She has lived there for about 7 years, and I usually go at least once a year to visit her. I love the city. That's one of the things I should have put in my 20 things about me. I am a city girl. I love the city. I love to go and do stuff. I love that hustle and bustle. I live in the suburbs on a cul-de-sac, backing up to a wooded area, which is very pretty. I'm not criticizing it, but I always tease my sister that she should live here and I should live there. So anyway, so I went to this conference Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday I came back. So a couple days at the conference, a couple days with my sister. So Thursday, I'm at the conference and we have hour-long lectures with about a 10-minute break in between. So during my breaks, I'm checking my phone for updates from work or, checking my email, that kind of thing. And I kept getting updates of new subscribers. And at about noon, I was like, what is going on Flosstube? Why am I getting so many subscribers? And then late afternoon, I thought, how many subscribers do I actually have right now? So I checked. I had over 1,000 subscribers the first week of June. How fun is that? I'm actually now closer to 1,200 than I was to 1,000 at the beginning of the month. Now, I don't say this to brag. I'm just super excited about it, but this is what I'm super excited about. I'm not on Facebook. I don't post my videos on Instagram. And I only have 6 real updates. I don't do stuff weekly because I don't have a lot of progress. I don't typically buy stuff, although given this video, that is another lie. But I just don't have a lot of stuff to show. I don't make a lot of videos. So the fact that I have almost 1,200 subscribers right now is just so fun. And it's all because of you guys sharing and liking and commenting and spreading the word about me and other Flosstubers. So thank you so much. If you have been watching me from the beginning, thank you so much. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. Hopefully you'll find something in this madness that you enjoy. I talk fast if you're new, so buckle up. So just a couple things, couple milestones. I've won a giveaway. I've sent a rack. I passed some stash, which, I've said before that I don't like all of the terms, but I don't really have an issue with pass the stash. I actually like that one. I got a thumbs down, which that doesn't bother me. I thought when I first started doing these, I don't know that I want to do these because I don't know if I can take trolling criticism, but I just never pay attention. The other day I looked and I saw that I had some thumbs down on my videos and I really don't care. I've made some new friends and I'm well over 1,000 subscribers. So for the girl who thought she would never make a Flosstube video and can't handle technology, I think that's pretty amazing. So of course I'm gonna do a giveaway. I wanna do a big giveaway, like a couple different things. I'm kind of trying to plan some things right now because I'm not really sure what I wanna do. I kind of wanna be able to encompass everybody. And then everybody's tastes are different. So I'm still kind of working on that. We'll see where that plays out. I don't know for sure when, but I'm definitely gonna do a giveaway because I am super excited about my 1,167 subscribers. So thank you very much. So anyway, so back to DC. So I go to the conference, and since my sister's lived there for 7 years, but she is moving back to Ohio this weekend. Like I said, she's not a city girl. She misses her friends and my parents. So she's not moving to where we grew up. She's actually moving to Cleveland, but it's like 45 minutes to an hour from where my family is, and her friends are kind of scattered in between A and B. So we kept calling my trip there the grand finale tour, because I'm not going to go back again if she's not there. I mean, I've been there a million times. I don't need to go back again. So we did all my favorites. There's a place called Eastern Market in DC. It's an old market that they used to use before they were grocery stores. They still have, like, it's kind of like a farmer's market kind of thing, but they have lots of like craft vendors and such too. But there's a stall that sells crab, and they have the most amazing crab cakes. So we went there. There's a place in Arlington where she lives that we always go get pedicures, because it's the most amazing hour-long pedicure for $35, which in DC area is pretty good. So we did all that kind of stuff. And one of those things that we did was I went to MichStitch, which is the LNS there. That's the one that Minnie talks about. Hi, Minnie. We had talked a long time ago about trying to get together to meet up at MichStitch if I was ever back visiting my sister, and it just didn't work. I didn't know when I was going to have time to leave the conference, or when it was going to be open after the conference, was done on Saturday and they're not open on Sunday. So it was kind of a last minute thing that my sister drove me over kind of midday. There was a couple lectures I wasn't planning on attending, dropped me off, let me stay for an hour or so, but I didn't have enough time to contact Minnie and give her notice. The funny thing was, though, that night when I was back in my hotel room, because I stayed in a hotel where the conference was for 2 nights and then stayed with my sister. It was just easier than her driving me back and forth. But in the hotel, I was watching some videos after the conference was over, and Minnie actually uploaded a video while I was there. So I was in the area, Minnie, when you uploaded and posted your video, so that was fun to see. And I'll show you some of the things that I got at MichStitch, my last visit ever. It's sad. It's a really, really nice shop. They have a nice selection of everything, especially fabric. And so I was kind of digging through R&R's stack of fabrics just to see the colors. My LNS doesn't stock as much of that brand as some of the others, and so I just kind of wanted to see the colors. So that was fun, but I'm sorry that I missed Minnie. I was going to take some video, but I was kind of on a time crunch because my sister dropped me off to run a couple errands, and then she came back and was kind of wandering around the store, but she's not a stitcher, and I didn't want to keep her too long, and plus I needed to get back to the conference. So I didn't want to waste time taking a video, and it's not my LNS, so I didn't feel like it was my place to video Minnie's space, so I didn't take any video. So that's that. So over 1,000 subscribers in the month of June, and yeah, that's it. So I feel like this is going to be the video of the complete opposites, because everything I feel like I've said in my previous videos, I'm taking it back this time. For example, in my last video, I said that I love the project bags everybody makes. The fabrics are pretty, but for me, they're just not as user-friendly because I can't see my projects. I like to see what's in there and know what's in there. However, I have bought some bags before from a shop on Etsy called ShopMAEDesigns. She's in Croatia. I've ordered from her before, and she does fabulous work. So I decided in May, since it was my birthday month, I was treating myself to project bags, smaller ones, for all those Christmas ornaments that I started for Mania, because I'm always going to have Christmas ornaments on the go. So let me show you what I bought, and also what she sent as gifts, because she's amazing. And if you need project bags or grime guards or needle minders, I'll put the link below so you can check her out, because she sends wonderful stuff. So the first one I got is this one, and this would hold an 8x8 Q-snap, but they zip on 2 sides. She's got coordinating fabric on the inside. And then, so I ordered all project bags in the same size, and I ordered these little Notions bags to put, the threads and stuff for the ornaments in. So that's matching. But she knew it was my birthday, so she sent the matching grime guard for free. While we're here, let me just show you the progress I've made on my June Snowflower Diaries Joyful World Sal. That's it. You know why that's it? Because I forgot about it until about 6 days ago. I forgot that it was June and I hadn't started this. So anyway, Maya sent this for free. So that's one set. And then the others are all Christmas themed. So red's my favorite color. So in theory, this one should be my favorite. And I do love it. So here's the inside. It's got like shiny gold fabric that does not rub off on your projects. Little matching project bag. So I love that one because I already have the grime guard that matches that one. I think I hate grime guard too. Q-snap cover. That's what I'm calling it. But this one's my favorite, which I was surprised because it's not red. But it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Inside, matching little notions bag with the matching interior. And then the last one that I got is this one with little ornaments. This one, she didn't have enough fabric to make the same size bag, so she just made this. I don't care, this works perfectly fine. Cute little pink matching. And then all the little zippers have cute little accents. So that one's a star. Here's another star. What's this one? This one has a little angel. And then, I don't know what this, oh, this one has a little heart. Little silver heart. Super cute, super cute. However, that's not it. So that's what I paid for. She also sent a matching or coordinating needle minder for every set. And I kind of have them all in a big jumble now because they're magnetic and they're all sticking. So with the blue, she sent this little needle minder and this little crocheted ornament. And she sent these before. The last time I ordered from her, it was around the holidays, so she sent me some red and green ones. And then she sent this one. I think he went with the red and gold. So he's cute. And that little ornament. And then she sent that little chick. And then these are freaking adorable. So it's a wreath. And you can make it like an ornament, or you can tie it on a package. Here's the other one she sent. How freaking cute is that? And there's one more. Hold on, I'm missing a needle minder. Oh, here it is. This little snowman. Aren't those cute? For free. And then I ordered a needle minder from her because she's got hedgehog needle minders, and I used to have a hedgehog and I think they're really cute. So I ordered a needle minder. Here he is. And she sent this cute little case to keep them in, or you could keep needles in there because there's felt. She sent me these before too when I've ordered. So I really recommend her shop. Her stuff's really well made. She sends a bunch of free stuff. It's not super expensive to ship from Croatia. It doesn't take forever. I think once she told me she shipped it, it took me 7 days, 8 days or something to receive it. So I highly, highly, highly recommend ShopMAEDesigns, and I'll put her below. So I don't like cloth project bags because I can't see my project, and then I bought 4 more. So there you go. There's one. I don't like perforated paper. Every time I show you a perforated paper project, I complain about how I don't like the paper. And then Color and Cotton had, I don't know if she had a sale or if I just had enough points on her website to get like 20% off or free shipping or something. So sure, let's order some perforated paper. These are the Mill Hill kits. This one's called Holiday Delivery. Oh, and this is why I did it. Because she showed on her Instagram page that she uses those stretcher bars that everybody was using, that Vani uses. She uses those to put the paper on. If you're really going to see it. And they just tack right along the edges, and that's perfect because I can't get the stretcher bars to work for me to get good tension with fabric. So I'm thinking maybe the paper on there would be great. So I thought, okay, I have a discount. Here's a great idea. So let's order 3 of them. So then I got this one. This is the new Halloween one called Moonlit Treaters. And then the third one I got is Home for Christmas. He's cute. This little button is a Scotty dog. They all have a big button, right? Yeah. Yeah, there he is. Upside down and backwards. Nice. And then I got this. Somebody showed this, I think, on Instagram, and I had never seen this one. So this is more of like a magnet or an ornament, little fireflies. That one's really cute. I like the colors, even though there's a ton of yellow in there. See? Video of opposites. Ton of yellow. Still love it. Okay. And then I ordered some of her threads because I had never ordered her threads before. Sorry for the crinkling. I'm just not prepared. I always think I'm prepared, and then I get here and I'm not prepared. Okay, so I ordered mushroom. I feel like these are probably going to come out pretty close to what they are because of the natural light I've got coming in today. Dark denim. And they're variegated. I don't know how much of the variegation you can see. Yeah, there you go. Lamb's wool and maraschino. So obviously going with a little theme here, red, white, and blue. And then she sent me some free ones. These are kind of yummy and summery. They don't have names because they're just solo dies. That's fun. Okay, so I don't like perforated paper, yet I bought 4 perforated paper kits. Okay, done and done. What else? Oh, the Russian kits. Last time, or sometime, I said I love the Russian kits, I love the designs, I love the materials. Just kidding. When I said I love the materials, I meant the fabric. The thread is crap. That wasn't very nice. The thread is more like very, very thin yarn. Having said that, I've only opened one of my Russian kits and actually used the threads. So that probably is an unfair statement, but before I was all, you know, yay on the Russian kits. I still love the Russian kits. I think the patterns are great and the fabric is great. The threads, maybe switch it next time around. And then something totally not related to stitching, that's the complete opposite. In my podcast, in the episode I mentioned my podcast, I mentioned my favorite podcast of all time was Invisibilia. Until this season. It's terrible. It is terrible. So the first season was amazing. Just amazing. Just made you think about how people's brains work. And I don't mean like scientifically or medically. It's more like thoughts and emotions and like the psychology and that kind of brain stuff. And so not every episode was super happy. I didn't always feel like super happy ever after I listened to everyone, but you felt hopeful because even if it was like, there's an episode about a guy who's blind and how he learned to live like a regular person. I think there was a documentary about him called Batman. So it's not the happiest story, but it's hopeful. The second season was a little bit different. They had a different guest than the first season, and I really liked the 2 ladies that hosted it the first season. But the stories were still pretty good. So the first one was excellent, amazing, best podcast ever. The second one was very good. The third one is terrible. The first episode, and they do like 8 episodes a year, I think. The first one just made me feel miserable for everybody involved in the story. The second one was so terrible, I quit listening. I left 11 minutes on the table. I don't like to leave podcasts unfinished. I don't like to leave books unfinished. I don't like to have unfinished cross-stitching things. I quit listening to it. The third one was more like the first season. So I haven't stopped listening, but I'm only going to give them one more chance. So having said that, I still recommend the first season and even really the second season of Invisibilia. It just makes you think about how other people think. I would still recommend the first and second one. Okay. Okay, more stuff I bought. So there was a sale, Fabrics by Stephanie. That's her name. And I have never ordered from her, but I really like the milk chocolate fabric that she has. So there was a sale, so I thought, what the heck? So I got milk chocolate linen in a 36 count and a 32 count just to see how different they were, and there really isn't any difference. But you know what? I'll take these out. We'll see if we can figure out something to chat about while I do all this rustling and take this out. Basically, the 32 and the 36 count don't look all that much different to me as far as the modeling. I also got the milk chocolate in the Lugana because everybody talks about how great Lugana is to stitch on, and I've only ever used it once, and it was just a neutral fabric. I don't really see any modeling in it. So this is 36. This is 32. Not a whole lot of difference. Here is the Lugana. I don't really see any modeling. Well, there's maybe a little bit. I don't know. I feel like in real life it's not that modeled. I still would use it. It's still nice fabric. I just probably won't get modeled Lugana anymore because I like the color change. And then the last one that I got is called Vanilla Latte, just to try it. I think I'm starting to have an obsession with fabric. I always knew that I had a lot of fabric, but when I started like looking to see how much I actually had, we're back on Stitch from Stash, people. Yeah, that one doesn't have a whole lot of modeling either, but I don't know if it's really supposed to. I think it's just supposed to be a neutral fabric. Okay, so I got that from her, and then I did my first order from xJudesigns. She is in Hungary. She's on Instagram. She's not on Flosstube. She's super sweet. I asked her for some specific colors that I had seen some other people post on Instagram, and she made it in a couple days, sent me pictures and said, are these colors okay? And I had it it was pretty quick too. I think the process was longer because she had to actually dye the fabric and then send me pictures, then ship it. So I think it took a couple weeks, but I still think once she shipped it, I got it pretty quickly. So this one's called Old Linen, and I really like old, like vintagey looking dark fabric, even though I have no idea what I'm gonna stitch on this. I love this one. I think this one might be my favorite. So that's Old Linen. I don't wanna lose the tag because then I won't know what they are 50 years from now when I go to use it. 50 years from now, I'll be 90. 2. Medieval Castle. Haha. That one's fab. That would be a good one for Halloween. I don't really stitch a whole lot of Halloween, but it would still be good for Halloween. And then the last one is called Vintage Look. This is a nice one too, because it's still kind of neutral. You could do a lot of things on here. You could do Halloween, you could do winter. Yeah. So I just got small cuts of those just to try. I would definitely buy from her again. And then I ordered one of her flosses. She does hand-dyed cottons too. This is called Long Coffee. I don't know what I'll do with it because I think these are pretty, but I don't know what to do when there's such drastic variegation. I've never used such, drastic variegation. I'm used to more like the subtle variegation. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that one. And then she sent me a free one called Dachshund Brown. Dachshund Brown. Can't talk. So there you go. So that is all the stuff I bought. Oh, and remember how I just said I don't know what to do with this because I've never used ones that have, I'm sure in the next video I'll show you. Look what I did with my variegated fabric or threads that I didn't know what to do with. Because this is the video of opposites. Okay. Is that all I bought? Oh no, and I also ordered a pattern from her because it's the cutest stinking thing ever. Look at this little pattern she designed. A little mouse. Look how cute he is. This little piece of cheese. And it's on glossy, I don't know if this is like photo paper. The whole thing is glossy. I can't show you the pattern, but it's on glossy paper too. Here's the key. Glossy, glossy. Very nice quality. So I would recommend her, and I'll put her information down below as well. Okay. What's in here? Oh, this is the one I got from InStitches. So a funny story about InStitches. So while I'm in there looking at the fabric, there's a woman there who is trying to find fabric for early Americans, which I got the third one. And the whole time she was back there, all she did was complain about these patterns. She complained about the color of the fabric, which is fine. It's not for everybody. But however, it's supposed to look old. These are old historical figures. So she didn't want the tin roof. So she was trying to figure out what color would go well with all the colors that are in the patterns. But she was complaining about the colors in the pattern too. Then she was complaining because, who's the second one? John Hancock? So his house is not solid. He has like a frame. It's him and like a table, but the house is empty. She was so mad that that house was empty, that there wasn't any detail. I don't understand why she's stitching them. She doesn't like the fabric. She doesn't like the colors in the fabrics. She doesn't like the second of 3 patterns. I just wanted to look at R&R fabrics, people. So I got this Floss Boss from Redgate Stitchery because I've been looking at this for a while. So that's a little needle minder. And then, did I say R&R? I meant Lakeside, not R&R. Lakeside is what I wanted. My shop doesn't have a lot of Lakeside linen, so I wanted to see some different colors of Lakeside linen. So this first one is Navy Bean. It's pretty neutral. It's maybe a little bit darker than what's showing up. Navy Bean. This one is Vintage Purled Barley, which just vintage, they just age it a little bit if you haven't used their fabric. So they have purled barley, but then they also have vintage purled barley. So that one's got a lot more modeling. I really like their fabrics. I've used a lot of their fabrics, and I really like the vintagey ones. Cedar Plank is one of my favorites. It's kind of like a brownie green. Yeah, I like that one. And then this one is Flagstone, and this is a gray. I like this gray because it's not blue. It's hard to find a gray that's not too blue. And I have the Nora Corbett Sleigh. I think would be nice on this one. However, when I bought these, I had no idea what I was going to use them for. I was mostly just getting them to have the colors in my stash, so I kind of have a reference point. I have no idea if this piece is big enough for that pattern, so for planning. Okay, so I got those, and then I got Martha Washington. I think that's it. Yeah. Is that all I bought? feel like, well, no, that's not all I bought. I bought a grab bag. Silver Needle had, in May, they have, I think it's an anniversary sale or birthday sale or something. They have a different sale every day of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I think Fridays is like a big deal and it goes through the weekend. The last Friday of the month was a grab bag, so you got like $30 worth of patterns and stuff for 12 bucks. So I got that, and I'm not going to show all the patterns because there was quite a few in there. There's only 2 or 3 that I think I would use, so I can't decide whether I want to use some of those as part of my giveaway, or if I want to just kind of figure out who I think on Flosstube would appreciate the style or the colors, and maybe sprinkle some beepin' kindness, because I'm not saying that middle word. Sprinkle cross stitch kindness. How's that? Okay. So I have some finishes. I know I never have any finishes. I have 2. Well, okay, the stitching is finished on this. This is from the JustKeepStitchin 2016 ornament. It's a Squareology pattern. All the stitching is finished. I just have to put the buttons on. And if you watch JustKeepStitchin, Pam started this, and I kind of freaked out when I saw she started it because I was like, oh my god, I started this at the beginning of May and Pam just started it and she's going to finish it before me. So I rushed to get it done. Speaking of Pam and stuff, JustKeepStitchin, check them out if you have not. They are mother-daughter. I've mentioned them before, but they live less than 7 miles from me. And so we had what Stephanie calls a play date. Last week I went over there. I said, let's just go for an hour or 2. We'll just get together and stitch, get to know each other a little bit better. I was there for over 4 hours. Actually, I think I was there for almost 5 hours. And I felt bad because it was Pam's birthday and I didn't know. And I found out later they were going to dinner. Like, not anything fancy, but they were still the 2 of them going to dinner to celebrate her birthday. So first I said, let's get together. And then I said, where do you want to get together? And Pam said, oh, our house. So I invited myself over. I stayed for almost 5 hours and interrupted birthday dinner. Yay, Buckeye Stitcher. So Pam and I were lamenting about how cute this is, but what a frustration this is because the pattern just shows one of these and then tells you to rotate it to do each one. Well, that's fine, except that not all of this is in the pattern. You get like part of this and not all of this sled. Whoa, there you go. How about that? Help you out here. In the pattern. So when you rotate, you have no idea where you started or stopped. However, I just looked at the magazine, Pam. There's a little tiny A in the right-hand corner that I think you're supposed to use as some kind of a marker to make it easier. We didn't use it. However, it's finished. Okay? And then the other finish I have, I'm so excited about it. So this little project roll is from Carolina Stitcher. I have followed her blog for a while and she makes really wonderful project rolls. I have a couple bigger ones upstairs that I forgot to grab and I actually sent her my own fabric for those. She does a lot of primitive stuff and primitive isn't necessarily my style or the colors. I like brighter, vibrant colors, so I sent her some fabric and she used it to make project rolls and I love them. But so here's the inside of it. So she does a coordinating fabric. Cute, cute, cute. But I like this because it's got a wooden dowel in here, so when you roll it, if you roll it tight enough, it does kind of help to kind of flatten out your project. Not as good as the best press stuff that Vonna talks about, that I do have, because Vonna said get it, so I do everything Vonna does. But it still helps. So here it is. Are you excited? I'm excited because I finally finished Bird Study by Kathy Barrick. It's on 36 count Lakeside Linen Vintage Autumn Gold, and you cannot see in this how dark the fabric is. This looks really kind of like a dull brown. It's really a rich gold color. Look how cute those little birdies are with their eggs. The only thing that drove me crazy about this pattern, and I don't have the pattern anymore because I passed the stash to Bendy Stitchy Michelle, because she has been consistently commenting on this pattern since I started showing it. And so I figured nobody else better to deserve that than Michelle. So I'm excited to see what she does with it. However, so if you look there, look how nice and neat and evenly spaced those little spots are. Yep, okay, and then pretty evenly spaced as we go down. There really is a couple that are a little bit different. They don't exactly line up, and I'm okay with that. But when I got down to the bottom, it was all kinds of crazy not lining up because of how far some of those letters go down. So I kind of had to adjust it, and it's still not as symmetrical as I would like it, but it's better than what the pattern showed. So I just feel like it looks like I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew what I was doing. So that is my finish. So that will be going to my LNS. I might wait until October. She does a framing sale in October, so I might wait, have a couple things to take. That's what I did last year. Why do I keep showing it? You've seen it. It's done. But take that and have her frame that. Okay, and then what else? So I think I mentioned last time that I was considering entering some things into our county fair. Julie McConnell at Reflection Stitching is a huge proponent of entering in the state fair. She just thinks it's a good idea to keep cross stitch and the art of cross stitch out in the public so people can still see it and see how modern it's come and how different it is from, you know, the 80s. So I decided I was going to do that. I didn't realize you had to pay to enter the fair because, like I said, I'm a city girl and I didn't even know what 4-H was until I went to college. So I initially thought that that was absurd, that I had to pay to enter. But, you know, if you're showing cattle or whatever, you're paying, so I get it. I get it. The funny thing is that if you win first prize, you win $3. So here's what I'm gonna enter 2 things because I went through all of my pieces and these are the 2 that I feel are the most consistent. I don't see any threads. So I'm gonna enter these 2. This one you've seen before. This is Halloweenies by Plum Street Samplers. Really like that frame, like that little, yeah. It's just not the same with the glare, is it? You just can't see it. It's in a really nice frame, but you just can't see it. So I'm gonna enter that one and then I'm gonna enter this one I stitched a couple years ago. I started this one, or I did most of this at Stitch Away 2015, so I finished it in 2015. This is Little House Needleworks Coming to America. I love this one. My relatives came in through New York, through Ellis Island, and then to Cleveland, and then scattered from there. And this frame is cool too, because it just kind of is old, worn wood. Both of those were framed at Keepsakes, my local needlework shop. I love this. Oh, and the fabric, I dyed the fabric myself, so it's tea stained. And then I put it in the oven. I can't even say that I basted and baked it like Vanna because I have no idea what she means. I haven't watched that video. I'm calling this tea stained and burnt because I burned it. So I tea stained it and then I had read somewhere, maybe I read on Vanna's blog a long time ago or somebody else's blog about putting it in the oven. So I did that and it wasn't like I forgot it or anything. I don't know if I can see. There's just some spots that are a lot darker where it's burnt. I think it just stuck to the cookie sheet and burned it. But I like it because it looks really old and I think it goes well with this piece. Why do I keep showing it? You've seen it, you get it. So those 2 I'm gonna enter in the fair. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm sure I'm gonna get all kinds of criticism and have my feelings hurt, but maybe not. Maybe I just won't care. Vaughn does amazing things and she always says she gets lots of criticism. Like right now, I think that might be a thread right there. But maybe you could think it was just more of where I burnt it. I think it's a thread. Damn it. Well, I'm still entering it because I already filled out paperwork. So, we'll see what happens there. Okay, now I have lost my book under this pile of things I said I was not going to buy because I don't need any more fabric. I do not need any more fabric. I'm going back to Stitch from Stash because this is ridiculous. Like when I opened my little case to put the fabric in, I saw how much I forgot I already bought. It's ridiculous. It's wasteful. It's wasteful. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so did I talk about everything I wanted to talk about? Yeah. Okay, so my plans for July, I really wanted to do a Christmas in July and just start a bunch of Christmas pieces. However, I need to finish this project for my sister. So 2 Christmases ago, I stitched my sister the Alessandra Adelaide Zuko, which is a big pumpkin. She didn't ask for it. She didn't know I was doing it. I just felt like it would be something that was her style. Her style is a little bit picky. She's kind of hard to pick stuff out for sometimes. It's either Rockstar choice or she's going to return it. And I don't mean that negatively. That's just who she is. So I thought, well, if she hates this, I love it. I'll keep it. And so I stitched it in hand-dyed threads. I will insert a photo here. Okay, so I loved stitching that thing. I got halfway through it and had a dream that I showed it to one of her friends, and her friend said, oh, she's going to hate that. She didn't hate it. She loves it. She hung it up. So I gave it to her for Christmas 2 years ago. So she hung it up this past fall, September, I think. It's still on her wall. When I went to visit her at the beginning of June, it's still on her wall. She loves it. which I love. She's not a stitcher. She doesn't really get it, but she loves when I stitch her stuff. I've stitched her a few small things, Christmassy things mostly, and I also stitched her a little sampler when she got married last year, which I will try to insert a photo here. So she told me last summer, I think I'm just going to commission you to stitch me something every year for Christmas, which is a huge compliment and also a huge responsibility. So I started stitching this for her last year. This is Ebenezer's Christmas by Erica Michaels. Maybe you can see this side better. Really, really cute. However, I think I started stitching it like at Thanksgiving and thought that I was going to have it done by Christmas. No. I don't even think it's a quarter of the way done. So she didn't get anything stitched for Christmas. She got gifts for Christmas, but not anything stitched. So I really need to get this done because I want her to have this. She is a high school literature teacher, so she teaches Shakespeare and Dickens, and this is Charles Dickens. And actually, A Christmas Carol, we were at our Christmas celebration with our family last year. Somehow we started talking about A Christmas Carol and going to see the play every year, and my sister said, has anybody actually read it? It's a really, really good story. You need to read it. And I was like, just be patient because I'm stitching it. So I'm excited because I know she loves it. So I need to get that done. So Christmas in July, I really want to focus on getting a lot of stuff done on this. I want to work on another ornament. I started a bunch of ornaments for Mania. I don't want to get them all done in July necessarily. My plan was originally one a month. But I'd like to get at least one more done in July. Maybe start a new Christmas pattern. I have a lot of them. Christmas is my favorite thing to stitch. But I also need to do the Joyful World Sal July pattern. That one's really cute. It's got flamingos on it. So it's like the complete opposite of all the Christmas stuff I'll be stitching. So that's my plan. Christmas in July, but I don't know how heavily involved it's going to be. The first week of July, I'm on call, and it's 4th of July in the States, so being on call over a holiday weekend, I could be there all day, or everybody could be out of town, and I might not get any calls. So I don't know how much stitching I'm going to get done the first week, but I really do want to get some work done on my sister's piece so I can make sure I have it done for Christmas. I don't frame stuff for her. I just let her pick out the frames. I don't dare pick a frame. I'm scared enough about picking the pattern. I'm not picking the frame. Okay, so that's that. 36 minutes, that's it? Oh, I was gonna say, I feel like I forgot to talk about something. So I said earlier that I went over to Pam and Steph's for a play date last week. I had a great time. Obviously, I was there for 4 hours or 5 hours, whatever it was. I swear it was one long, consistent conversation. We started talking about one of the stitchers that comes to our shop. We went to Maine to talk about Steph going to college. We went to Columbus to talk about when I lived there. We went back to Stitch Away. We talked about Pam's son in Pittsburgh. I mean, I seriously think it was one long conversation. Like, I don't think there was ever like a stopping point. And then in between the conversation, it was, look at this, look at this, look at this. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Steph's kitties came and hung out with me. Actually, I don't really know that they were hanging out with me. I think that they were like spying to make sure that I wasn't like taking things because they like kept their eye on me the whole time. But Mosey, I like Mosey's a lot. She's really cute and snuggly. So I had a really, really great time with them, and we definitely need to get together again. Like I said, we live less than 7 miles away from each other, and it's ridiculous not to. Yeah. So that was super, super fun, and I hope I get to do it again. And that's another thing I can say. I stitched with another Flosstuber. Granted, I already knew Pam before we started doing Flosstube, but it still counts. So if you haven't watched them, check them out. I also have a list of a ton of Flosstubers that I was just going to mention. So last Saturday I was off work. Saturday, Sunday. So I was doing marathon cleaning in my house and listening to Flosstube. And I was kind of like panicking. Remember last time I said, how do you guys get caught up on Flosstube? What does caught up on Flosstube mean? You've watched everybody? So I kind of was panicking because there's so many new people starting and there's so many older Flosstubers that I haven't still not got caught up on. So I was like, I'm just going to watch Flosstube. I'm just going to, whatever comes up, I'm going to watch. So I just wanted to say a couple. Some of them I've watched other videos. So not all of these people I've watched for the first time. Like, for example, Spruced Up Stitching. Tammy, she is a Canadian living in Scotland. Yeah, she's really cute. She's got cute stuff. So check her out. She just changed her name to Spruced Up Stitching. And then MichStitch, she's in Australia. She's done a couple of videos. She does a really good job. Her first one was great. And then Dreaming in Aida, she did her first video. She's in England last week, and she has some cute projects too. She's got one that's beautiful, a finish that's beautiful. So check her out. So those are 3 that I have watched. And then some of the other ones that have only done one video that I've watched, Stitching Bekka. She is, you know what? I don't know where she's from. Stitching Bekka. Go watch her and you'll figure out where she's from. Stitchabella, she's Australian. Sunshinehev, Sunshine H-E-V, she's really cute. She's only done one video. ThirtishMich, I think she's in England as well. And there were others that I wrote down, but I didn't write them down in my little cross-stitch book. I don't know where I wrote them down. I watched a ton. I was just watching. There are a ton of new Flosstubers. I'm never going to be caught up. So I think I have decided that I'm going to really focus on just the ones that I have subscribed to and, you know and love. And then when I have time to kind of throw a new person in, or if I hear multiple people shout some out, then I'm going to watch them. Otherwise, I'm just overwhelmed by Flosstube. How are you overwhelmed by Flosstube? It's just a hobby. Yeah, so I need to find a new old Flosstuber to binge for the month of June. I have never watched Abby Bella Stitch's videos. I know she quit for a while and she's making them again, I think, so I might pick her. I have a couple that I've subscribed to, but I've never actually had the chance to sit down and watch everybody's videos, and I am obsessive. I like to start at the end and go to the beginning, and that takes a lot of time. So I'm not sure exactly who my July Flosstube binge is going to be, but I need to get caught up. Okay, I think that's it. Now we're at 41 minutes. That seems a little bit more appropriate because I feel like I had a lot of stuff to talk about. So I'm going to keep planning for what to do for my giveaway. I'm thinking like 4. I'm thinking like a gift certificate to ShopMAEDesigns to get project bags. I'm thinking like needle minders, a big wad of patterns, and maybe like a 1, 2, 3 gift certificate. Those are some thoughts. So anyways, to everybody who has subscribed, thank you so much. Everybody who has watched and left comments, thank you. That's the best part, is the comments and connecting with people and talking back and forth. So thank you to everyone who shouted me out in their video. If I didn't acknowledge you, I apologize if I missed it. Like I said, I'm never caught up on Flosstube, so I apologize if I missed it, but thank you so much. I'm having a lot of fun, and it's been a lot of fun to interact with some of you one-on-one. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hey guys, I'm back. I, of course, forgot a few things in my last video, and I've had a couple hours to think about what I want to do for my giveaway, so I figured if I would just tack it on at the end of my update, then people who actually were subscribers or part of the Flosstube community would be more likely to be entering and not just some random people. So just a couple things I forgot. First off, one thing I want to say, I saw on Instagram a couple hours ago that Beverly, she is Bev and Teddy Bear. She comments on everybody's videos. She passed away a couple days ago. I've seen it on a number of different Flosstubers who are also on Instagram, so this may be old news, but I just wanted to pass it along in case you're not on Instagram, that Beverly had cancer and passed away a couple days ago, so that is sad. She was, I feel like every time I ever looked at anybody's comments on any video, she had made a comment at some point, and she was one of the first people to ever comment on my video, so just wanted to say that. Two other things that I forgot for July. That July is the Picture This Plus Christmas in July sale, where they take 25% off of all their fabrics, all sizes, all types, all colors. It's online only, and this is a sale that you cannot be in any hurry to get your fabric. This is more of like a stock up sale, or you want to try new colors sale. This is not something that you're going to get quick. So this will be the 3rd year that I will place an order. The first year that I placed an order, I ordered after I got home from work, and it took me, I think, 12 weeks to get my order. Last year I ordered in the morning before I went to work, and it took me 7 weeks to get my order. So now I've just given away all the secrets. So if you guys jump online before I get to do it and push me back farther and farther, I'm going to be mad. But just in case no one knows about the Picture This Plus sale and you want to try some of their fabrics, this is a good time to try it. But don't be in any hurry, because it's not going to be quick. Also, TheCottageNeedle, that is a shop on Etsy. She apparently has a sale on July 1st. I just saw something posted on her site on Etsy, so I will link those things below. So if you don't have an LNS, TheCottageNeedle is a really great store. She's got really great customer service. Her shop is set up that if you order a pattern, it automatically asks if you want the fabric or the threads, and then you can just click yes or no. Thirdly, I found my list of other Flosstubers that I wanted to mention. So one of them is JensStitchingNiche. She's got a couple videos. She's got a lot of projects. Like, it almost makes me a little anxious about how many active projects she has. But she's got it organized, and it works for her. She also has an Etsy shop. She sells a lot of fabrics and patterns, and she has it listed in her, she shows it in her videos. WhatSamDidNext, I believe she only has one video. She is in London, and she was really cute. She did her whole video with her itty bitty brand new baby strapped to her chest, so that was pretty cute. And then Nicole Fitts, she's got a couple videos on there. I've only had a chance to watch one of them, but her name is Nicole, so I figured I needed to shout her out as well. And Anitchtocrossstitch, she is new, and she did a video. She did a really good job. And then the one I watched this morning, she only has one, Get It Girl. And the thing I thought that was really cute about her is that, like, in the first 10 minutes of her half-hour long video, she shouted out 3 of her favorite Flosstubers. So she loves itty bitty Brittany Stitchy. I don't remember what order her words go in for her. Itty bitty Brittany. And Bendy Stitchy Michelle, she's a big fan of hers, and she lives really close to McKenna. And she said something about sister wives in regards to McKenna. So she's just got like a very peaceful, kind of simplistic outlook on life, and I like that. So those are the rest of the Flosstubers that I saw. So for my giveaway, I've decided I'm going to do 3 prizes. You can enter for all 3, but you're only eligible to win 1. I would prefer that you're a subscriber, but I'm not going to go check, to be quite honest. So this is how it's going to work. There's going to be 3 prizes, all US dollars. The first prize is going to be $30 US to any fabric shop. So since I'm addicted to fabric, let's focus on fabric. So $30 US to any or your favorite fabric shop. So if you win, then we'll communicate, and I will figure out a way to get you either just pay for it and ship it, or get you a gift certificate, whatever, from whatever online fabric shop is your favorite. The second prize would be roughly $30 US to get a Q-snap cover, notions bag, and project bag from ShopMAEDesigns. So since I love her, I showed a bunch of her bags in the earlier part of my video. I will get a set for you. And she has a lot of pictures on her Etsy shop, but she's got way more fabrics than what she has listed. So if you win and you go to her website and you don't see something that you like, you can communicate with her through Etsy, and she'll send you pictures. If you say, I like this color or this theme, she sent me tons of pictures when I was looking for those project bags that I just ordered last year when I was looking for projects. She actually asked what specific colors I was looking for, and when she went into town to her shops, she, looked for fabric along that line. So that would be prize number 2, would be the 3-piece set. So a Q-snap cover, the project bag, and the matching notions bag. And you can do it in whatever size you want. Most of mine are 8x8s because everything fits inside those bigger square project bags, but you can do it in whatever size you want. So if you win, we'll work out the details as far as the dollar amount. I'm not going to be like super strict on this. I'm just kind of throwing it out there to get the contest going. And then the third prize will be roughly $30 US in items from my local LNS, which is Keepsake. So I'm a big proponent of shopping at your LNS if you have one. So if you win this one, we'll have some communication back and forth, and you can let me know what colors you like, what you don't like, what you like to stitch, what you don't like to stitch. I'm kind of stealing Bendy Stitchy Michelle's idea. She did a giveaway kind of like this. And I will just go to my LNS and I will spend roughly $30 before shipping to send you some stuff so I can support my LNS as well. So you must be over 18, you must be a subscriber, you can enter all 3, but you're only eligible to win 1. If you have any questions, just let me know. I think that's it. It is a fabulous day in Southwest Ohio. I am sitting out on my deck. It is hot but not humid, and there's a nice breeze, and I'm off today, so I am going to enjoy the weather, and maybe once the sun moves, I'll go inside and upload these videos. Oh, one thing I forgot, so I'm going to start this contest, this giveaway, sorry, when, yeah, a lot of things. I guess I should tell you when it starts, when it ends, and how you enter, right? Duh. So, okay, it's going to start today once I upload it. It's going to end... I will draw the winners on next Wednesday, July 5th, because I will be off work then, and I can guarantee that I can do it. So you can enter through midnight on July 4th, 2017. And if you want to enter, don't use the word giveaway or prize. Just, how do we do this? Just tell me what number you want to be entered in, or all three. Just don't use the word giveaway. I don't care. Just tell me which ones you want to win, okay? Bye.